Hi, everybody. Hi. Oh, Kev is here. Let me just hide that. How are we doing today, friends? All of my my entire setup died on me, like 2 minutes before I even started. Just OBS was crashing, Spotify was crashing. Oh, Corey's hit me up from the Miami airport.
Oh great, it's CR0 Ibit.
CR0, but he's here. What are you doing in Miami airport? I saw you in the Portland airport. I'm pretty sure. Maybe it was Chicago. I don't remember. Good morning, Alpus Original. Good to see you. Glad you could be here with us. So, do you like my clickbaity title for the thing? Oh, Adobe Max, cool. I've never been to a big Adobe. Actually, that's not true. I did go to. I went to one. Oh, this is going a long way. I went to. I think it was called a Flash in the Can, and it was way back when Flash was the thing. And I remember being in a big conference room, and I think it was people from Adobe, and they were showing off this augmented reality thing that you could do with Flash at the time, and it was like this QR code almost thing, right? Clickbaity title, hate them, but you still nice, excellent. Earl Davies, thanks for hanging out. Anyways, it was like a piece of paper, and you held it up to a webcam, and it created this 3D thing, and it was amazing. People were moving it around, and it was the coolest thing I've ever seen. But that was back when Flash was actually, a thing that people did, that people were able to do. Anyways, so my clickbait title. Can't say I don't. I loved Flash. Are you kidding? It was so much fun. It was like build once, deploy everywhere. Shut up, Kevin. You know what Flash is. You know what Flash is, Kevin. ActionScript 2, man. ActionScript 2. The only, you wrote the code and the stuff at the top ran before the stuff at the bottom. It was like quite literally the first real code I ever wrote was ActionScript 2. And then I had to learn ActionScript 3. And yeah, Kevin, if you're serious, I'll explain what Flash is, but I feel like you're not serious. You're not serious. I was writing AS3 right up to that. Yeah, I loved AS3. That's how I learned object-oriented programming. It's literally because you had to write everything in classes at that point, or nothing worked. And I remember I was at a crossroads. I was I thought, that's it. I can't do anything. I've been working with Flash for a long time. Never wrote for Flash. Yeah, Flash games were a lot of fun. One of the first game I ever built was in Flash. I built a Breakout clone. Wasn't that good, but it worked. I built a coloring book, which was cool. Like you picked a color, and then you had all these, but they were called movie clips in Flash. And then Birgit is here. Oh, everybody say hi to Birgit. Birgit is amazing, and Birgit is on. It's one of my friends and colleagues. She's phenomenal. So if you don't know Birgit, you got to go find out and be her friend. She's amazing. An iPad app. One really funny. I remember having this moment. So this is like at an agency in Ottawa, Ontario, where I was working before I joined 10up. It was years ago, and we were building. We were taking a Flash application and turning it into a JavaScript one, and then we used Flash as the backup. It was weird. It was like if your browser didn't support JavaScript properly, we'd load the Flash application, which is hilarious because it used to be like Flash. You just use Flash because it just worked in every browser across the planet. There was no issues. There's no compatibility problems. It was like a self-contained little piece that just ran everywhere. It was cool. Make an iPad app and experience Flash. Yes. Okay, this is my last Flash story. So I went to a Flash in a Can, and this was back when Flash was first starting to author for devices, iPad, iPhone, and the week, and so I had paid to go to a workshop like on the first day, and Flash emulator custom block. Oh my god, I don't even think I don't think it's I don't even know if the player is even a thing anymore. Anyways, so this conference had a workshop day, and that workshop day was building games, building application, and then rendering it to like, and then basically turning it into an iPhone item. And the weekend before that conference was when Steve Jobs basically said Flash will never run on any iDevices. It'll never run on like it's not secure, blah blah blah. So it effectively killed Flash for the browser at that point. And so we went to this conference, and the guy's like, I don't know if you heard the news or not, but everything we're going to do today is effectively not ever going to be allowed, because they also weren't going to allow third-party compiled apps on the App Store. So basically killed this entire market of Flash around building for mobile devices. So we were all kind of like, well, we just paid for this. yeah, but it was probably around 2009. That's probably about right. And it was like we all just kind of walked in. He's like, well, I guess we'll do it anyways, but you'll never be able to use it on anything. So anyways, it's my last Flash story of the day. I broke my neck this week sleeping in my kid's bed because he woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning. So if I'm just standing like this, that's why. Anyhow, cool. All right, enough of this shenaniganery. Let's get into some stuff. So what I wanted to do today, I am so in love with the block binding stuff that's coming in 6.7. So we talked a bit about it last week, and it's going to be amazing. And so I got to thinking that I don't know if you remember this little site that I was putting together, but I had to. I have a number of blocks that I built for this because I just needed a little bit of customization, but nothing too crazy, right? Yes, I know it's not. It's not secure. So I can show you sort of what I have going on here. The cookbook. Yeah, I have to add some more stuff to the cookbook. I really do. I pitch it to every single conference ever, so hopefully it's something that people will pick up on. Hey, Philip's here. Come on, is he gonna do it? Didn't do it. Still aid maybe.
Philip.
There it is. I didn't hear it. I don't know. There's technical issues all over the place today in this stream, but it wouldn't be a Ryan What's Your Code stream if there wasn't at least some bad code decisions. Cool. Anyway, so the blocks that I have in place, I have a couple. I'll point them out to you. So if we look at basically this piece here, I'm zooming. This piece here, which is sort of like the time it takes to do this recipe, and this thing here, the skill level. These are custom blocks, but behind the scenes they're not really all that complicated, because all they do, if we look at what they do, so the cooking time for example, so the render is very 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 simple. It's a paragraph tag that's got an emoji, and then a span and some stuff in there, and that's it. Why is that yelling at me? Oh, I need to get text. So there's that one, but then also the level is also is similar. It's actually even more simple in the sense that it's actually got it's getting some post meta, and it's just connecting this to a class name, right? So I was thinking, could I use block bindings to do away with these? Could I just create my own block binding for that? And I think the answer is yes. So I'm going to try to do that today, because I think that's probably what we want to do. What is all this? What have I done in here? There's a couple of things in here. What's the user recipes? What is this? I don't know what this is. I'm going to stash this stuff because I don't know what this is doing. Stash, include, untracked, and what? Okay, I'm just going to create a new branch. Go check out branch, feature. bindings. Okay, so I have that. So I think the first thing I need to do, so block bindings work, they have to be connected to a particular block that supports block binding. So in the case of these two blocks, the paragraph block does indeed support that. So I think what I'm going to do is create a, am I just including these? I am. Okay, I'm just going to create a new file in here and just call it binding sources, because the other thing is I don't want to store all that stuff in PostMeta. I'm going to create my own block binding source to return all of that stuff all put together. That's kind of the idea here. So I'm just going to do this. And I know I could probably use Composer for this, but shut your face. Binding sources. Okay, so we got some binding sources. So in here, right, we're going to create some block binding. And I'm going to go shamelessly steal a bit of code from, oh, we don't need that. We don't need that. Binding sources. So if you're interested in block binding sources, I highly recommend you go check out the developer blog, do a little Google, little search for block bindings. Not biddings, bindings with an N. That's how we spell it professionally. And this is going to show a lot of Justin's stuff because he knows what he's doing. So I go check that out for sure. I am also going to just go run over to my Twitch streams repo, because I do have a bunch of binding stuff in here, and I'm going to register some bindings myself. So we're going to just grab this, add action. Okay, so this is an example that we did last week. I'm just going to drop it in there. That actually creates a block binding that allows us to bind the excerpt to a block, right? And so then we need that function. So this is all we're going to do here, right? I don't actually need this because my Postman has already been registered. So we're going to start by doing that, right? So this is going to give us that. Okay, so this is going to be, we'll call this BDC. We'll call this, what's the first one we're going to do? The first one we're going to do is cooking time. Cooking time. Cooking time. This is going to be, we're going to say cooking time. And this is going to be, we're going to change this. Okay, we don't need the post type. You know what? We're going to use the context for the post type. That's fine. And then get value. This is going to be, call this retrieve. Okay, I almost spelled that wrong. Titus, how's it going? And then, wait, I think I have namespaces or something going on here, don't I? Yeah, I got namespace. I'm gonna put namespace in here. Chef Kiss. It's gonna be bindings. Bindings, right? And then that. So then. So sore. It sucks. Oh yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna I'm gonna do it this way because this is how I like to do it. Because then I don't need to worry about namespacing things. Function like this, and I'm just gonna take this and drop it in. Right. Want that, and then okay. This. Oh, sorry. The next killing me. The next killing me. So then I'm gonna go name namespace. Period. I should be able to do that, and this is gonna be retrieve cooking time. Right. So retrieve cooking time source args. I don't really know. Okay, so now let's. All right, so this should. Okay, so we registered the binding source. Yeah, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you are here. I said it twice. That's how glad I am. I'm super glad you're here. All right, so what do we need? So I guess in my blocks, let's look at the cooking time. So I'm going to take this, basically. I need to pull that. right? So I have the post ID, so I should be able to get the meta by the post ID, right? So that should be, where's that yelling? Oh, okay. Like that. If you okay, all right, so this should give it the, so we don't need this, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically steal this crap. I think that's all I need to steal. So I need to return, essentially, so to do this is like a, can I do this a piece thing? Let's do this a slightly different way. So I'm going to wrap that single quote. Right, should just be able to do this. Escape HTML. Right, put that in. What am I doing here? So that's this, and then I need to do that and this, and I think that's all I need. Why is this yelling at me? Unexpected cooking time variable. What am I doing wrong here? Oh, am I missing one of these? Am I missing one of those? I'm gonna do this. We can just do it separate. Here's a value. So that seems that needs to go like that. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and I need one more for 3. And oh, you know what? Let me just do this again. I just screwed that all up. I think that just goes like that. Check this. What's this? Okay. Ah! Whoever did that? Titus, yeah. Gotta love copy and paste failures. I get them all the time. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. My neck is so sore. Oh, it's so bad. Oh yeah. For registered block binding source. Yeah. What is this? Tabs. Why am I in? Okay, so that I hope. What is this yelling at me for? What's this? Punkat operators was run. Oh, single space. Okay, single space. I think we're good there. All right, so I'm hoping I don't really need the post type here for now. Oof. Line 25. What's wrong with line 25? Yeah, I think I turned that line thing off, Kev. Oh, do I? Let's see. I might have turned that off. I think it stopped working. Is this it? I think that's what I needed to do. I think it stopped working though. I think it stopped working. I don't know what I had to do here. All right, I got it. I think I got it set up. So if anyone wants to try that, no, it's not working. I'll have to get it set up. I had this all going at one point, but it seemed to just kind of stop working. So I don't know, make it work. Yeah. Okay. So now that we have this set up, what I can do is insert a block binding, right? Yeah. What's wrong with 23? Is there a problem with line 23, Kevin? No? Okay. So quit doing that. Now, I got to get it working. I don't know. It stopped working, like I said, and the theme one too stopped working, so I don't know. I just took them out because they weren't doing anything. Okay, so now to make this work, what I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to get into, I'm just going to get into a post, because I'm going to put a paragraph tag in, and let's just do this. And I think what I have to do is we have to put in bindings. So what I don't remember is what that looks like. So I'm going to jump over to one of Justin's things in here, connecting custom fields. And we're going to look at the bindings doodad. So this is what we need. So we got, we're going to do this. I'm just going to change this for now because with custom bindings, there's no ability at the moment to have a UI for that. So the bindings is going to be, we're going to set it to content, and I don't think we need anything else. The source we need is namespace, is the namespace that we just built, which would be this BDC cooking time. Right. Oop. I think that's all we need. Then I'm going to just kind of condense this down a little bit. I think that's what we need here. Right. Don't need that. I'll break. JSON. I think. Where did that go? Huh, okay, so that's not. Let me stand by. Let me jump back here. Recipes. I'm gonna go in this recipe. So it should be advanced. Attributes, content. Right, so the content. And I'm gonna set it there. Okay, so I want to look and see what that did, because I think I just screwed it up. So this is, oh, key is time. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna steal all of this. This is the part that's kind of like annoying. Just having to figure this part out. So I'm in my posts. Actually, that won't make any sense. In my recipes, I need to. I'm gonna edit that. So, did I not just do that one? Is this it? So here, I'm going to set my source to. What did I set my source to? Source is going to be BDC cooking time. Let me jump back over here. Change that. Now I don't have an argument in here. I don't think I need one because we actually didn't use one last week. So let's just save this, and then we'll exit the code editor. Cooking time. That's right. Okay, so that's right. Okay, so if I view this now, okay, perfect. So that's rendering the back end. Nice. Okay, so but what we want to do is we want to be able to do stuff with the front end as well, right? So we need. Right. Okay. Okay. So that's cool. That's cool. You know what I want to do though? There's a few things that I want to do. I want to set up. I want to set up a couple things here. Okay. So that's the first binding, and we need a second binding. So I'm going to just copy. Just going to copy this and do a second binding. This is going to be BDC skill level or level, right? This is going to be skill level. And this is going to be retrieve skill level. Okay, and then I'm just going to need another one of these. And I'm going to be effectively doing the same thing as in I'm taking this render, and it's going to be basically everything inside of this again. So I'm just going to take this. So I got, it's going to be but I do need to pull level out of here, which comes out of the post ID. Oh yeah, I did need to do that. Sorry. Okay, so that should give me the skill level. So now I should be able to take the same thing, and I should be able to copy this block in here. I'm going to copy this. No, that's the wrong button to press. Duplicate. Right, and then I should be able to come in here and edit this and change from cooking time to BDC. This will be level. And I'm going to just actually do this. Should show level. I'm just going to make this nice and simple. This should just be replacing all this. Should show the cooking time. Okay, so I'm going to save that. So there's, why is the skill level? See, we got the class. I'm doing this with a class assignment. What? Weird. Okay, so let's look at this one. Level 2, 10, 4. Correct. So this is definitely. I bet I need to put a class on there. Yeah, I do. Okay, so that's the other thing I need to do. Okay, so that's not an issue with this block binding. That's an issue with me. I have to put a class name on here. So for the should show the level, I need to do a class name. And what the hell I call that thing? What do I call that thing? Oh, I see. Okay, so okay, that's something I'll have to fix, I think. So I need basically Where's that? Did I put a custom class? Yeah, I think I need that class to be on this. Should be class equals. There we go. So that's the thing. So that's some CSS I think I need to change. Just for now, I'm just gonna put that into the. I'm gonna put that in here right now. That should fix it. Yeah, it fixed it. Okay. Oh, I think I might also need to have the class associated with that too. So let's look. Let's see. I'm sure there's some cooking time classes in here. Yeah, there is. So put that on there. All right, so I'll have to probably adjust. I will have to adjust that, but let's put that on here. All right. All right, so take a look. Oh. Oh. That's weird. CSS is fighting with me. Oh, it's right there. Oh, because it's the the color. Okay, so that's cool. So that works the way I wanted it to work. So that's pretty awesome. So what I think I want to do now is I want to maybe do some variations. What do we think? Because we don't have the ability to have a UI with what's coming in 6.7, not yet. Like there is a UI for the core stuff, like for this, right? Like, but I can't. This is pulling from the post meta. So if I choose this, it's going to basically just give me like level 2, which isn't really that helpful in times 43. Like, you know what I mean? So there's no UI yet. I think there is a some stuff coming in the next major version of WordPress, and the Gutenberg plugin actually has that. So there's like a get fields thing that I think that we can implement, but I haven't really played around with that too much yet. Are you building some custom blocks right now? It's a more a. Are you Canadian? Please tell me you're Canadian. Wait a minute. I think I know who you are. I'm actually not building custom blocks. I'm seeing if I can replace some custom blocks that I did build with. You are Canadian. Welcome aboard, eh, hoser? Seeing if I can replace some custom blocks. I think I know who you are. Did we do like a lunch and learn with myself and Nick and some of your other team? I think I know who you are. Yes, awesome. Yes, it was great seeing you. Great seeing you at WordCamp Canada. And great seeing you online too. Cool. Canada represents, right? Titus is also Canadian. That's right. Yes, we did. Yeah, it was great with JC and a bunch of other folks. It was fantastic. Cool. Anyway, so sorry. What I'm building today is I have some custom blocks that I am trying to get rid of, so I can. Sorry, I'm trying to get rid of these custom blocks and use block bindings instead. So I've created a couple of block binding sources, which is there basically replaces the very simple p tag output. You can see it here. And what I'm thinking I want to do now is build some block variations. So to do that, I'm gonna need, do I have variations already? I do have some variations. Yay, variations! So I'm gonna do a couple of block variations. I'm gonna do this one. This is gonna be cooking time, right? And all I wanna do is I wanna create, this is gonna be a core paragraph. I think we actually talked about this at the Lunch and Learn too. It's a more. This is going to be BDC cooking time, and this is going to be cooking time. Cooking time. I'm going to call this display the cooking time with bindings. So I want to make sure that. So okay, so the attributes that I need are going to be I'm gonna do class name, right? And the class name is not gonna be cooking time. It's gonna be whatever the heck I put in here for cooking time. I'm just gonna do that. I'm just gonna put that in for now. I think that should be all it needs, and I'm just gonna be able to put class name in here. So essentially what this is active means is that if this attribute matches this value, then this is considered active. So is that. So I just want to, oh, I think I have to get some my build process running. So what do I got? Oh, I gotta go cd into leafy content themes, and then in themes I've got package JSON. I'm not building any blocks. I'm just gonna build npm run build other. Oh, what? Oh god, of course, cd b these. There we go. Run that. So you might be wondering, why do I have two build processes? Like why do I have one for blocks and why do I have one for other? Because some of my blocks are using interactivity API, so we need to use the experimental modules thing, which is essentially breaks all the other stuff. So that's why. So okay, so now so I'm going to refresh this. So now I hope if I go to okay, that's interesting. So if I just insert a new block here, what have I broken? Hey, Paul. All right, hold on. I think my npm run start maybe. That looks a lot better. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so this looks a little better. I realized I broke all my stuff. So if I look in my blocks now, I hope I have a cooking time. Okay, so why is that not working? Well, my variations aren't showing up. Why are my variations showing up? Do I have a logged in user? Yeah. Alright, let's see. Am I getting any issues? I hate when I get bogged down. Oh, what have I done? Class name is not defined. Variations. Oh! Yeah, that's it. Alright, let's try that again. Let's try this again. What is it? Oh, I lost my... Okay, so let's see. So now, let's see. If I come in here and I go... Cooking time 2. Okay, so you see how it looks? That looks cool. So it looks like that. So I think what I need, I need to change the icon. So let's look at blocks and cooking time. And do I have an icon change? I do. We do an interactive. Let me change that. This is going to have to be like that. Let's see if that changes what I want to do. Alright, let's see. So, time, cooking time 2. Okay, perfect. So that's awesome. So I have the old cooking time. I have the new cooking time. I think what I need to do is also get the example. I don't have an example. Do I have an example? So why does this support interactivity? This doesn't have any. This doesn't have a view. This doesn't do anything. Okay, I don't think. I think I just made it all support interactivity. I don't think it really matters. Okay, so now I have this variation. So what I want to do is I want to go in here and I want to steal my cooking time because I don't want to have to mess with all this. So I want to get this bindings thing just like this. I want to get my metadata. All right, I'm gonna drop it in there. I'm gonna do that, and hopefully that works, right? You see, you can't go anywhere with Birgit because she commands the room. If you have never experienced this, I just wanted to tell you, and I mean that with absolute love, Birgit. When Birgit and I go into a WordCamp, we've been to a bunch of WordCamps together, and walking down like the hallway or into a room with Birgit, it's like walking in with like, I don't know, Brad Pitt or like, you know, whatever, Angelina Jolie. Like you pick the most famous person in the world. Everyone's like, Birgit! And you're like, oh, I guess I'm just here. It's great. She knows everyone. Everyone knows her. Birgit is phenomenal. Anyhow. Okay, so now let's see. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to refresh this. So I should be able now to insert a new block. Cooking time. Where's my cooking time block? Why is it not showing up in there? So if I insert that, there we go. So if I save this now and I go here, I should have another cooking time. I do. Perfect. Okay. That's weird. That's there. Next year. Yes. Next year. Yep. Kev can confirm. Birgit, you're going to WordCamp Asia? Are you planning on going to WordCamp Asia? Anyways, I'm hoping to go. I'm pretty sure I'm going, but we'll see. Okay, cool. So now we have that block variation there. So what I can do now is I think I can replace those things. So there we go. So Birgit's going to be there. Nice. Kev will be there. I haven't heard back on any of my speaker, like my submissions yet. I don't think anyone has. I think it was supposed to be sometime after. Yes, the food in WordCamp Canada was chef kiss. Phenomenal. Probably some of the best food I've had at any WordCamp. So good. So good. So kudos to that. Okay, I'm gonna steal this. I'm gonna call this. This is gonna be skill level. Skill level, and it's going to be variation of the core paragraph block. It's going to be BDC level, skill level, sure. And then what did I call the block here? What's it called? Level. We're just going to call it level. Display the level with bindings. Again, this is going to be cooking skill. I think I called it level. And then this is going to be whatever. I can't remember what class I had to add to it. So this is not something that I think I'm going to maintain, but just for now, because I think I have some styles in my theme here that I'm going to have to fix up. So that's cool. So I'll probably just move those in there, and then we won't have to worry about. I won't have to have that that stuff in there. Anyways, those wrapping classes, we probably won't need that in there again. Okay, so I have this. So now let's see if I can get the cooking time. Let's save that. I'm gonna get the cooking time going. I'm sorry, the skill level going. And here, it's gonna be what level? Bindings. Invalid source. What did I call my source? It is build. I'm gonna actually call it skill level. I think that's better. So we'll do that. If I save and refresh this. You guys are hearing the music okay today, right? Okay. Okay, cool. So that's got skill level, cooking time. Nice. So we can effectively get rid of these now. Sort of. So I can replace this now. I'm going to, so this is level cooking time. I'm going to take cooking time. I'm going to put it here. I'll take level. No, not that one. Not that one. Not that one. I'm going to get rid of this one I want. This is, okay, we're going to delete that one. We're going to get cooking time and level up here. Bindings. Bindings. Delete that. Delete that. Delete that. I think I have it backwards. No, I think I had it. I can't remember which way it goes. So I'll save that. Refresh this. Hopefully, so it should be skill level and cooking time. Skill level and cooking time. Okay, so we got that. That works great. That's pretty awesome. So, I wonder what that looks like in, because this is the this could be what am I trying to say? So these things aren't actually shown on the post type themselves. So if we look at the site, oh no, sorry, it's inside of this template, right? But it's also, if we go to recipes and I go to build process. So this is actually part of, this should be part of the template, I think. Oh, I remember, yeah. Yeah, so this, let's look. So this should be query loop. Oh, maybe it is. No, I thought I had it as part of the, oh, so it's part of the post template. So I guess there's that. So I should be able to switch these now, right? I should be able to add level. Cooking time. Classes they do, okay. So then this cooking time can go. Save this. Oh, interesting. What have I done wrong? I went and broke something, so what is this? Is this because I'm on the template level? Weird, so if I edit it in here though, cooking level. Okay, all right. It's weird that post ID. Does it not work on the template level? No, I can't, right? So maybe this can't work at the template level, because it seems to work just fine in, like, if I edit this post. Wait, what? What's going on here? Like if I put the no, not that one. Sorry, it's more his question. Oh, Artemio, I'm glad you're here. I have a question for you about block bindings, and that's in a second. Itzamor is asking, let me highlight this question so you can see, my message. If you wanted to add custom JS interactivity, would block bindings still be the best way to do it? E.g., if you wanted the cooking time to have a count up animation on scroll, or will the interactivity API work? Well, the block bindings just connect data, so I don't know if that's necessarily what you like. If you want to do animation stuff, I think you can do that outside of block bindings. Yeah. Where's the custom block? Yeah, so there's no JS associated with block bindings other than client-side JS to be able to like edit those things, which in this case may not necessarily be what we're looking for. Interactivity API, you could do it. Yeah, I mean, I don't see why you couldn't have. I don't see why you couldn't have block binding connecting data and then having some kind of interactivity on the front end messing with that data, right? Yeah, I think. Anyways, okay, so the issue that I was running into was, Artemio, you can maybe help me with this. So this is in the template. And so I've created, well, you'll at least be able to tell me if I'm just completely barking up the wrong tree, I think. So I have blocks that, so this is a level that's supposed to display with bindings, right? So which one's this? That's with bindings. This is a custom block. So this skill level here, right? So if we look at that, it's connecting to, it should be connected to my bindings somewhere. Oh, I apologize, this is a bit janky. So right here, skill level. So so this works at the post level. So when I save this, exit code editor, I should have this, and this. And then if I come back over to, where is that post? Let's view this post. It's just not working. I need to, hold on, I got too much going on here. Sorry, here, let me refresh this. I'm gonna reset this. Well, what I'm gonna ignore this. So this is my template, right? So if I come here, it's got the post, right? And then skill level, blah blah blah, 15 minutes. So this skill level is my custom block that I am trying to replace, and this is actually a binding. A paragraph block that's bound. But when I seem to put this into the template, it doesn't seem, so like that's the binding in the post content, but this doesn't seem to be working in here. So now I may have just set up my template wrong. Like, do I even need query loop? Don't think I do. What is this? Oh, standby. I know why this is not doing what it's supposed to be doing. Where's my... So, sorry, I think I know why this is doing what it's supposed to be doing. This is supposed to be... This is a single, but I want it to inherit the type. Doesn't make sense. Well, I think the reason it's not now I'm thinking the reason it's not showing up properly is because this loop is not getting the right stuff. So like my query loop is not, I don't know why it's being set to this. It should be visibility. It should be inheriting the template, but it doesn't seem to want to do that. Do I just like... I think I might need to be building this out differently. I think the issue is not what I thought it was. So like, let me double check this. I think I need to set it to recipe first of all, and if I save this and I replace, I think the issue was there was no post meta to connect. I think that was the problem, and not strictly the sorry. I'm going to prove that in a second, I think. So I'm going to put that in there. We get skill level. Level needs to go into the row beside cooking time. I'm going to save that. We're going to do this. I'm on 19.4 because I want all the block binding stuff. So this query loop thing in the template is getting annoying. So how are we doing this in 2025? That's what I'm not sure about, because I want this to inherit. I don't seem to be able to set it to inherit. And I don't want it. This is a single template. What the actual? So in my template, I'm going to just get rid of the query loop. I'm gonna pull this stuff out of the query loop. Put it up there. What is this? Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna delete this. Yeah, it's fine. Right? So we got the row, and then save this. Well, no. What I like. So there were some changes in the query loop block when it's inserted on like a single template that like I want it. I think I'm just using it wrong. I don't think I need a query loop block. I think I just need to have it show the stuff in here. So it's still not showing that. So okay, this is supposed to be retrieving post meta. But it is. So why is it not getting the class? Maybe because the block's not on there anymore? Okay, I think I know what it is now. Okay, never mind. I think I know what the problem is. I think I need to do is the level. I'm going to take this. I'm going to grab this and I'm going to put it in my style sheet here for now. So where is that defined? Where have I defined that? Oh, that's in my theme JSON. Okay, so let's refresh this. There we go. Never mind. So what was happening? This is what was happening. One, I don't know how to use block themes. That was my first problem, because what was happening was originally I had put a query loop block in here to be used to show the content for a single post, which is fundamentally wrong now. And so what it was doing was, when I saved it, it was doing it wrong. It was not accessing the things that it needed to access, because it wasn't getting the right post time. So now if I save this and I come back over here, I should have that's working exactly the way that I wanted it to do. So that was the first issue. The second issue was, because I had some custom CSS in this particular case, this is basically just adding it's adding content to the before of that class to put in those icons, and that this stuff wasn't being loaded because I got rid of the block that would essentially enqueue that for us. So the cooking time also has some CSS that I'm gonna put in here. This needs to change. Oops, that'll need to change. So that still works. So on this now, here is another question though. Actually, this is a question for you, Artemio. What would be super cool is being able to maybe this just isn't the right use case for this. This block doesn't ever need to appear inside the content. It's actually not inside the content, but what it is it's meta that's managed by the content. So yes, you did. It's Moray, you rock. Thanks for the follow. What I'm wondering is, have you guys ever seen a use case where you're editing the content, where you're editing block binding from a template? Because that might be helpful, but the problem, I just don't see any client-side way of doing it, because you're editing a template. The template's got to look a certain way, right? But I guess here's the next part. What would be really cool is to be able to customize sort of how it looks, which I think you can do, right? Isn't any block binding from the template the primary use case? It can be, but it depends, right? But when you're on the template though, specifically, like, so when I'm editing a single template, I have no idea, like, this template's going to be used for all single, in my case, recipes, right? So I can't target a specific, like, if I go to recipes now and I look at, so there's 10 here, right? And I look at simple fade effect, I'm going to get this information. So when I'm on the template, I don't know which one I'm editing. So that's not really going to be helpful in that case. So I think what I'd like to do is maybe just see about editing or looking at how we can manage that. Because right now we just dealt with the server side of things, right? That's what this does. This just registers our bindings on the server side, so when the front end is rendered, they get shown, right? You do not create the block. Well, this is what I'm reading. Could you not create the block and have the user add data that that is stored in meta instead of having meta? Yes. Yes. So that's what I'm doing. So on each individual recipe. So for example, this customizing the build process, I do have this custom panel here that allows me to input the time it takes to complete and the skill level between 1 and 3. So that's already taken care of. But one of the beautiful things about block bindings is that when you're at the content level, if I could technically insert a block here and I could change that value in line and it would write back to the template or to post meta, right? Like for example, if I were to do right, and I go in here, where am I doing? Attributes, and I set the content, and I go up here and I set the time, right? In here, I should be able to set the time to 67, right? And then on my recipe now, you see my time to complete is 67. Can you see that okay, or am I in the way? So that's awesome, super powerful, but doing that on the template level doesn't really make any sense because their template manages all these things, so we don't have instance level data, if that makes sense. So I think I've answered my own question, but it'd be very cool to be able to starter pattern. Yeah, I think so. I'm not sure I'm following Tom. It's less of, okay, let's look at this. Let's take a look at this. I'm going to drop this into my other chat because just make sure that it goes out to wherever it's going. Is my YouTube not running? Uh-oh. Stand by. I just realized it's not, my chat's not going to YouTube. Stand by 1 second. I tried a different approach for my YouTube. And is it working? Huh, I'm not seeing YouTube connected. Oh, that's a bummer. In my chat. So it looks like there was somebody chatting on YouTube, in-house tech. Thanks for the comment. Sorry, I didn't respond. I have a combined chat that doesn't seem to, doesn't really seem to be showing up, which is weird. Let's see. Okay, well, I might have messed that up. Anyways, if you're hanging out there, you're welcome to come hang out with us on Twitch. There's the link somewhere in my description to come join the chat, but please hang out in YouTube if you're interested there as well. So I apologize if anyone's been chatting and I haven't been responding. I will get that sorted out for next week. So, okay, cool. So this is exactly what we're kind of talking about here. You need to be able to kind of connect that in some way. Now I know that like when you're in, there is a way. Isn't there a way to switch? Like, last choice, my friend. Whoever that was, thank you for the follow. Hasib Hassan Munshi, thank you so much for the follow. I think if I switch over to the template, if I edit this template, okay, cool. So no, it doesn't. It just, yeah. If you click on template, single recipe, show template. Show template. Yeah, this is the screen that I was thinking. Because it'd be cool if you're in this screen to, when that, be able to edit that and have it update the particular instance that you're kind of showing right now. That would be cool. I think that would be super powerful because you do have access here, but it'd be super neat if you could have that work. That'd be cool. Okay, so okay, that's a wish list item for sure. I think that's a very specific use case, but I think I don't know. In chat, if you're, where do you see yourself using these bindings more? At the template level or in the block level? Maybe I should do a poll. Do you want to do a poll? What about similar function to the media? G Porter, can you explain that? You have an edit button. Yeah. Yeah, get your stuff in right now. Artemio and his team are killing it, and they're doing they're getting stuff. Page patterns are what I'm referring to. Create page pattern. Creating patterns. Where's your block pattern? Yeah. Yeah. I think we're saying the same thing, Tom. Like what I wanted to do. Yes, please do. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna drop that in. I'm just gonna run over to YouTube again real quick, so we don't get that. I'm just gonna pause. Nope, not pause. I'm just gonna put that in my chat in YouTube as well. I can actually get. Oh my lord! Sorry. There you go. So that's where we got to go. Okay, I'm gonna get that chat thing figured out for next week. But yeah, again, if you're in YouTube and you want to come join the chat, we're over in Twitch, but you can watch from wherever you'd like. It's Brian Watcher Codes, Twitch/Brian Watcher Codes. You can go there. Okay, cool. So that's great. So what I think I'm gonna try to figure out next is when I am looking at this in the template. Oh my god, I don't even know where I am anymore. So in here, what would be cool is to be able to customize this preview, and I think we need to do that on the client side. So even though we don't have client-side editing, or we won't have client-side editing here, I'm wondering if there's anything that I can kind of use to get that sort of done. I'm gonna just use the example that I used from Twitch last time, which is right here. So we should have some. Here's the excerpt. So get values. So my assumption here, and Artemio, please correct me if I'm wrong, but my assumption here is that if I were to add the client side binding stuff, I could probably just use the get values and have it displayed properly. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that. Okay, so I'm going to come over here, and in my JS folder, I'm going to put a bindings in here. Binding sources. I'm just going to do the same thing as I did there. I'm just going to add this. So I need to custom webpack style sheets. I need to just add. I'm going to call this bindings. That's going to be new sources, right? And you should be able to stop this and start that. I should get a bunch of stuff output into build. It's called bindings. So let's look at my queues. Stand by, I'm just getting this set up. Queue block header assets, queue scripts. Now, yes, I do. All right, I want to basically have like this view, but in here. But I realize that I won't have the access to it. So what I'm thinking is, can I just fake it? You know. So that's what I'm going to try to do. So my next question to you is this is the right hook? Because remember last stream, and I know that you guys have fixed this, but there was some ordering stuff that was odd that I needed to fix. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add the bindings here. It's going to be bindings. let me just demonstrate. It's probably easier. It's probably easier to demonstrate what I'm talking about than explain it. Because okay, so the long and short of it is, I don't have access at the like I'm on this single template. So this is just whatever it is, right? This is just the name of the binding source. But if I implement the client side stuff, I can change that, can I not? Right? Like if I implement this part that get values on the client side, I should be able to see. I should be able to show something in the editor, even though it's not connected. Does that make sense? I'm going to try it and see what happens, because the set values and everything aren't going to work because I don't want it to, because I won't know to post. You know what I mean? Yeah, so that's what I want. But I'm going to have to fake the value because at the template level, I don't have access to that value. Does that make sense? Okay, let's get this thing in queuing and then we'll know. So queues, and I'm just going to steal this. I'm just going to put a space in there where it belongs. So I do this. I'm going to do. This is going to be bindings. Bindings. It's going to be bindings. I think it's bindings. Build is going to be bindings. Yes. So that's going to be right. Okay. So because I love it, I'm just going to alert hello world. Make sure the menu is actually getting queued. I didn't save it. Okay, there we go. Birgit, it's always a pleasure. Thank you so much for hanging out. Looking forward to seeing you again. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. So, okay, so I'm going to... What isn't... Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I have a binding source here. So the binding name is going to be, it's going to match cooking time. So we're just going to start with cooking time. Right, label is going to be the same label. So cooking time here again. Right. So I'm just going to return... Oh! Whoever did that. Who did that? Who was that? I see you. Kevin. There we go. Okay, so what I'm hoping happens at this point, is that I get this value displayed in here. Here. Let's check. Okay, so I need to insert okay, something's not connecting. Something's not getting connected. Oh! Because I need to do this properly. Stand by. Because there's also where did I have to actually register that somewhere. Or I'm not actually registering that. Sorry. I need to do, okay, register block binding source. So, okay. I need to do this a slightly different way. That was the issue. So I actually have to call a function called register block binding source, which I'm going to import from here. I'm going to do this a little bit differently. And so I need register block binding source, and it's going to just go here. Right, get rid of that. So this, I'm just doing this in one fell swoop. So I have to register a block binding source on the JavaScript side, which I wasn't doing. I was just exporting an object, so I don't know how that magically would have worked anyways. So let's refresh. Let's save. Oh my god, my neck is so sore. Ah, okay, so test. That's good. So let's look at the recipe. So hopefully that also says test. Nice. Okay, so I should get context as well in here. Console dot log get values. I'm just gonna say I don't care about select. I want to see what the context is and the bindings is in this particular case. So I think what we're gonna get is, because I have when we defined it on the server side, we defined uses the context of post ID and post type. So I should get that. I should get the post type, but my guess is that the post ID is going to be the name of the template, because that's kind of how that works. So let's see. That's my guess. That's my guess. Oh, I hope I'm... Oh, interesting. So the post ID is undefined. So there's no... Okay. That's cool. What's that second console? Where's that come from? 11. So post ID is undefined. And post type is undefined. And then it becomes... Content is undefined. So we don't have access to the post ID. It's Amore. Thank you for hanging out. Yeah, I'll be here for a bit. And if not, I'll see you next week. Hopefully. You're more than welcome to come hang. Okay, so we don't have access to the post ID, which is not in any way surprising because this is just a template. But if we were to come over, is it here? Here, recipe, show the template, and then inspect. Oh, wait, no, sorry, because we're still on the right template. So I go over here and I go show template. So at this point we do have it. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, so let me, oh, this would be interesting. Let me see what I can do here. Okay, so in this case, ooh, this is cool. Okay, so I'm gonna say if context dot post ID, right? So post ID. So if it's, oh, this would be super cool. Okay, so if it is, else we need to like a, we're gonna need a like a default state. Yeah, that's exactly what I want. Okay, so else return test. So we're gonna do that. Okay, so I'm going to be able to do. Okay, so I need to get I need to get access to, so so I have a select, and it's going to be core editor get. I don't want get. What is it? Get entity prop. I don't think editor's the right one though. I think it's just core. Core dot get entity. Prop? I didn't spell that right. Oh, come on. You know what? I'm gonna just jump over to my other one, because this one's. I can't remember where get entity prop is, so I'm just gonna do this the old-fashioned way. Get the words use entity prop from, it should be from core data, so that should be right? So core get entity prop should be meta, right? Is that there? Because I can't use a hook in here, so it has to be just a regular. Is there a get? I don't think there is a get. Maybe it's just get entity record. Maybe I should just use that. I think that might be the one I need. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so it's gonna be get entity record. Core data store. Core data. I'm gonna do this. All right. Sorry, I'm kind of all over the place. What I needed, so what I'm trying to do is I need to get the information about from this particular post if it exists. And so I'm going to basically do this. I'm going to pull that, right? And so we have the post type, we have the ID, and we're going to go const, and we should have meta from that, right? And then console dot log meta. So my idea here is that if we have the post ID, we can then get the post meta from it. All right. If we don't have the post ID, we're gonna fake it. So by faking it, I'm gonna just literally come in here and do something like this. What is this? What is this? Cooking time. So the cooking time is gonna be this, right? It's gonna be that plus 10 minutes. I'm just gonna say 10 minutes. I'm just gonna put this in here so it says fake. Fake data, right? So if it doesn't exist, we'll get this, right? So then if I'm in a case like in here and I refresh this, this should, whoa, what have we done? I probably just broke something. Hold on, console. Console. Whoa, that doesn't look good. Content is not defined. Where's content? Oh, context. Every single time that'll do that. That'll do that. Still, post type is not defined. Oh, man. Okay, I'm gonna do that. Still, eh? You know what? Now what's the problem? Post ID is not defined. Oh, Ryan, come on. We'll get there. We will get there. We will. Oh, for fuck's sakes! Cannot convert undefined or null to object. All right. I'm gonna get that figured out in a minute. Oh, Chromatic King, thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. What is now breaking? Oh wait, hold on. Okay. Cannot convert. Where is this happening? Use what? Where is that happening? Oh, I'm gonna just maybe do that. So that you cannot convert undefined or null to object. That's weird. That's a weird error. Oh! I think that's the problem. I'm just going to do that. Okay, that's right. Okay, so that's the issue. Okay, so we're not gonna worry about that right now. This should fix all this. So this should, anyways, because it did exist. It did exist, so it was yelling at me. So here I have time 15 level 1. So what I can do now is I can spit that out. But on the template level, so if I come over here to the template, right, and I go show template, I still have that. So that's going to be really handy. So if context post ID, console meta. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically fake what I'm doing in here. Right, so I need sprintf. Need sprintf. Can I do this in? I don't know. I don't know if any of these functions exist, but I should be able to go. N sprintf. Okay, so I should be able to just to do the whole thing, right? Should be able to do that. What? I need another one of these. I do, and then my binding source is over here, and it's gonna have that as well. Am I working cooking time? Yeah. I should be able just to do. And then I just need the span. That. Okay, so I think that's gonna work. But this isn't gonna work. So it'll be meta. I think it's time. That's what I have. Alright. So if I refresh this now. Undefined minutes. What's undefined? Wait, I have to. Ooh, that's a bunch of whatevers. Time is not defined. Oh. Sorry. Oh, this neck is killing me. It's making it very hard to think about what I'm doing here. Undefined minutes. Okay, so I think I need to look at sprintf and all that stuff. So let's look at Doctor Handbook. We're gonna go to sprint F. There you go. Single, plural, number, and domain. So single. Plural, number, and the domain. Oops. Okay, so that number's right. So what is... Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, I'm an idiot. Guess who's an idiot? This guy. There we go. You know what's really smart? When you actually pass the value you're trying to sprintf. That really helps. So now, that works there. So if I'm in this single, this should just give me the fake data, because at this point we don't know. I'm hoping this just gives me the fake data. There we go. So that gives me the fake data. But check this out. If we are in here, no, if we're over here and we go, I'm gonna close this. We go over to single recipe and we go show template. So this is 15 minutes. Remember that, 15 minutes. we switch this. It didn't work. Let's see why. Why didn't it work? Console. Oh man. So where? Huh. Damn it. Okay. So let's see where this goes. Okay, so I'm gonna do that, right? So that should exist, right? So that's right. So that shows us the value. And actually, we could make it write it from here, but that's not going to work on the template level. So if we go back here, I go single template, I go show template. No. Show template. It's not showing anything. So I wonder why. Because it's getting into this use case, right? So if I console log meta, right? In here, I have to switch back again. So I come in here, I go to single show template. I should have my console log firing, right? It's an object. Time. I have the information, right? So I wonder if it's just happening too late. Like, I wonder if it's just happening too late or something. So it's like it's showing me the value. Oh wait, that's not right. Sorry, I have to switch back to single show template. It's showing me the value. But for whatever reason, the return doesn't happen. Interesting. So, okay, so that's okay, so it has all the information that it needs. It's up to this point. This is where this is the failure point, I think, when showing the template. I think that's where it fails. Now, this is right, isn't it? Okay. Well, this is great. Like we're still able to do a lot of really cool things here. So we could actually write it back to, we could actually have it right back. If the post exists. So in the single template like this is totally fine because this is fake data, but at least I want it to kind of look like what it's going to look like, right? And same with skill level. So we can do skill level as well. So this is going to be the same idea. So set values can just go up normal, right? So I don't need bindings in here. Just need to select in context. So I can do the same thing. Excuse me. And that's going to be skill level. Oh, I better make sure I have the same name. So over here, skill level for the label and skill level. So again, this is going to be that, but instead of time, it's going to be level. Oh, I don't think I need that actually. I think I'm just doing this. That. Okay, so now let's go over here. So this should give me a fake level of 2, I think. Oh, I didn't put the. No, something on there. That's working. So what level do I have this set to? Level 2. Okay, so that is actually pulling it. That's actually pulling the right information. I'm wondering if this is not so much about that, is that it's about this processing thing. Like I wonder if, can I put that all in there? I wonder if that's the issue. Let's see. I wonder if it's the processing time. So 15 minutes, right? So if I go, no. I'm just going to take this out for a second. I wonder if it's got something to do with that. Or like, is it there, but it's just not shown or something? Can I actually see this? This is... Oh, my neck. It's in there. It's being shown. Why can't I see it? That's why. Because it's getting... Okay, this is not... This is working. This is 100% working right now. There's just something going on with this... Something going on with the CSS. That's doing it. That's good. I mean, that's awesome that's the issue, that it's not anything to do with, like, you know, like that shouldn't be getting that color. Okay. Interesting. So let's fix that. Let's fix what is going on with the stupid colors. Reset color background. Why is it? That's super weird. Huh. So for some reason it's getting like a different color applied to it. I'm not entirely sure why. If I inspect that, if we look at this, what? Why is it getting highlight? Okay, editor.css. Oh. Hold on. Clean time? Yeah. Yeah. Idiot. I don't know why that's even in there. I don't even know why that's in there. Watch this. It's gonna work beautifully now. Beautifully. So I'm gonna come in here. That should have been my first clue because in the editor it looks like that. Okay, so in the single recipe, show the template. Look at that. Look at that. This is awesome. So the only place that this doesn't work is when I jump into edit the template directly because why would it work? I wouldn't know. Skill level's not getting something there though. So we need to figure out why skill level is not getting its class. Skill level. Make sure that's the thing. Skill level. Yeah, it's a skill level. Yeah, it's a skill issue. It's a skill issue. For sure, Kev. Kevin! Okay, so that is getting this. So does it? It's weird. It's like it's not getting. Oh, I wonder. I wonder if this is breaking that. Okay, I'm just gonna do something a little bit different. I'm gonna just do this. I'm gonna get rid of all this junk. Make it nice and hard-coded. Just for now. Just to see if that's the issue. Alright, let's see if that's the issue. The fake data. Oh wait, am I returning content? I'm returning content. It's like it's not getting the span. Why is it not getting the span? It's absolutely getting the span in there. It's like, yeah, it's not, the whole span is not there. It's just the p tag. Is it? Well, either way, the span should be there either way, should it not? Wait, have I just not connected this somehow? Weird. So the single recipe. So we go back here. I edit this post. Skill level's there, it's right. Skill level's there, it's right. So that's actually returning what it's supposed to be returning there. So let me get rid of that. So this is skill level, right? Now it might just be CSS again. It might just be CSS. Hold on. Maybe that's part of the problem. Let's look. Level. Is editor CSS in here? This might not be getting loaded. No, but I don't even see the span. The span though. Right? So I come over here, go to the single recipe. So if I show the template, it works. And it shows the right information. If I edit the template, the skill level goes away. It's connected. But we look at it. If this are we airing out into conditional check and not getting to if else? Well, I'm not seeing any errors in the oh, yes I am, but I'm. Oh, that's something that's unrelated. What's this internal error? What's that? I'm not allowed to edit this post type. What a weird. So edit the site. Oh! I wonder if that's probably it. Hold on. I'm an idiot. Broken markup. That. Okay. So there's broken markup there. That was the problem. So I edit this post now. Right? Customize the build process. Then I go look at the template. Single template, show the template, that works. I edit the template, it works. Beautiful. Okay, that was user error. Most of these things seem to be user error. I'm not gonna lie to you. Not seem to be mostly user error. Okay, so I think I can probably put this sprintf or this back in as whatever it was. Skill level. And then what's my domain name? Check this. Should be able to put that back in now. Right. Oh, that's weird that you can't do that. That's a weird error. I think that's very weird. So I edit the post. Right. Skill level. That's right. And then we're gonna go to the recipe. We're gonna go to single. We're gonna show the template. Skill level. That's the right one. Edit the template. Perfect. That makes me very happy. So this is pretty awesome. This is pretty awesome. So this also makes me think now. Timio, this makes me think that we can edit this. we should be able to edit this now, right? But wait, what is the save button connected to at this state? Okay, so I'm editing the template directly. The template that I'm editing, not the content. So this, if I were to edit it in this state, like if I were to set this up so I can make 10 minutes editable, I'd have to access the post directly, which I have the post ID, so I can do that, but how can I trigger save? Because I think this is related to the template, not necessarily to the post type. Oh, this neck's really killing me today. Sorry, I'm not thinking straight. So I think that's something that we need to think about. Like how would you do it? Because we're like, this is a pretty specific case, right? Like if I go back now and I edit just the content, this makes sense that I should be able to edit this number here. Like if I bump that number out, I could save. Ooh. There we go, okay. So that's cool. And that updates immediately. Does this make this, okay, so this part, the set values part, I'm gonna just see something. What is cooking time? So if I just put something like this in here into my set values, and I just do that. Does this just automatically make it this is gonna do weird things, but is this just gonna automatically make this editable? Oh, it does make it editable. But it, okay. So what I need to do, okay. So here's something now. Okay, so I have a very specific use case, right? So if I want to have cooking time, I want to be able to, what I want to be able to do is have the thing, if I refresh this, right, you can see that this is 15 minutes. What I want to be able to do is only edit a portion of this, because what I'm looking at and what I'm editing are two different things. Does that make sense? Like in the case here, let me just put a group block in here so you can see what I'm talking about. Put a little group block in there, single. And just go ahead. Delete this group block. Delete. Put it inside my group. My group, I think background color. Background of orange. Right. So I want to be able to highlight 15 and edit that. And so I don't really care about it being minutes. So I guess the question to you, or Tammy, and thanks for jumping on the screen on this on the stream, because I'd be lost without you. But it'd be cool to be able to indicate the area that you want to edit. So like if this was like 15 minutes, this is going to be, you know, dependent on the number. Like for example, if I come over here and I set this to 1 and I hit save, it should say minute, right? So if I just want to edit that value, just a portion of what's being displayed in the binding, how would I do that? Yeah, you know what I mean? Because as soon as I start typing, I don't want it to like remove everything, right? Because right now it's just saving whatever that is as the excerpt, which is kind of funny. But oh, bits, yeah. So you could define certain pieces as I gotta learn a bit more about the bits thing, because it'd be nice to be able to say. Just edit this and not that, or define define the area inside that is the actual editable place, editable area, right? Anyways, so I don't think we're quite there yet, but okay, cool. So that, I think that answers the question of So I was asking, the question that I was asking in my clickbaity title was, can block bindings replace custom blocks? And I think the answer is yes. I think they can. I absolutely think that they can. I absolutely think that they can. In certain cases, right? Yes, you can absolutely. First time chat. J2 Trumpet, you can absolutely ask a question about block themes. Fire away. I'll do what I can to answer it, if I can answer it. We'll see. So what's cool now is that I don't need those two blocks at all. Okay, so I'm gonna just spend a bit of time here cleaning up some of this block stuff. Oh, there's another. Okay, so that's pretty cool. So let's look at. Oh, where's the? I don't even know where I am. So let's look at the front end now. So this is, I'm gonna edit this template. I should be able to come in here now and change the post template in here, the group, the row. I should be able to put level that, and feel free to ask your question, J2 Trumpet. I'm just going to clean up this row thing. So this level, I'm going to get rid of that. And put my level in here. It's a good question. So this is the question. Spotlight message. In classic themes, you can put conditionals into your PHP files to change the content within. Say your default page template, page.php. How could I achieve the same conditionals using block themes in HTML files? Well, there's a plugin. There's a block visibility plugin that you could probably use by Nick Diego. That is handles a lot of conditional stuff like that. So that's probably what you're going to need to do. Something along those lines. You can still use some PHP. You might be able to use conditionals. You can load PHP files and then have it output block stuff. But that's probably the way that you're going to want to do it. Yeah, block visibility. It's by this is it. Is it? Yeah, this is it. It's Nick Diego's plugin. It's quite awesome. Yeah, he does a lot. Yeah, it's pretty darn cool. That's probably how you're gonna need to do it. Also, so Kevin has a follow-up. How would you handle translation functions, e.g., in your PHP? Or sorry, in your Can you expand on that question, Kevin? I'm not sure what you're talking about. If it's block content, you won't be handling any translations because it'll be part of the block content in the HTML parts. Oh, that's a good question. Let's see. So, like in your HTML parts, you have so your patterns can still use PHP, right? It is possible to have patterns use PHP. I don't think I'm like they are PHP files, so you can use some PHP in there. I don't think I'm using any in mine. Yeah, so there's also the concept of like a hybrid theme too, J2 Trumpet. You don't need to go all block. You can kind of do a bit of both. I feel like there's a lot of people that are doing hybrid themes where you have kind of both. You can use classic themes and just start by adding like the theme.json that's going to do a bunch of stuff, and then you can kind of add in your pieces as you need to. I would go check out the theme handbook to get a really good sense of diving into it. It's there's a lot of stuff being done to it. You know, it's being overhauled to kind of be a bit more up to date with things. But I would start there. And I mean, there's a lot to learn. There's just a whole bunch to learn when it comes to theme development, especially block themes. I haven't gotten nearly as deep into it as I would like to, so that's kind of what I'm hoping to do in the next little while, is to get a bit better at it. That's why I'm sort of doing this. But Kev, yeah, we switched to PHP before they were HTML. Would you? Well, yeah, yes, they were HTML before. What's this? Maybe like this. What's this? Line 20. Search. Label is search. That's it. Okay, so translations in this context, I don't have the answer. This is what Kevin's talking about. So the label says search. I'm going to look into it, and I will get back to you. My gut tells me that there's a bit of this stuff sort of being handled behind the scenes, but I will have to know. I don't know if Justin is on. He's sort of Justin Tadlock's kind of like the resident guru when it comes to that stuff. So I will look into translations and see what that is, and I'll have an answer next week, or I'll reach out to you. Maybe I'll tweet it or something, just to kind of to talk it through. But yeah, that's definitely something that there should be a use case. Well, there is a use case for, and we should know how to sort of do that. But I don't know off the top of my head. Let's actually look. See if there's anything in here. Child theme scene functions, internationalization. over interest about empowered by above that. Yeah, so you want to be you want to be able to. Oh, I see. Yeah, like you want to be able to translate the stuff and internationalize it. Yeah. Okay. So that is a great question. I will look into that and let you know how we handle that. I'm sure it's been handled. Have you looked at 2025 at all? So here's the repository. We can look at some of the not patterns. We can look at some of the templates. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna dig into it and find out because it's something you are gonna have to do at some point, right? So there is, so you can see in your templates, for example, or your patterns. I'm sorry, you can actually do. You can put PHP in it, but it has to be a PHP file. So, but let me look into it. I don't know the answer off the top of my head, and it's gonna bug me until I figure it out. Couldn't you just add 18 into the value of the attribute? The WP project I've been working on is highly customized for the client by our backend guys to the point we're not even sure what's WordPress out of the box or customized. Yeah, that's gonna be that's a thing you have to figure out. That's the hard part. You can really customize a lot in PHP, or sorry, like in WordPress in general. So. All right, well, I didn't quite get to the only other thing that I wanted to do is I have in this particular theme I have a results page, and I'm injecting a template for that. And I was gonna see if I could use. There's a new function that allows block or plugins to inject the templates into themes. But I don't think I need to do that because this is all part of my theme. So I think I'm not gonna do that. My neck is absolutely killing me, and I'm gonna probably just cut it short and go take painkillers. So yeah, but I think we got a long way. The binding stuff, I'm really excited about it. I think it works really well, and I can actually get rid of 2 of the blocks that I'm using, and we can kind of go from there. So anyways, I'm going to drop off, but thanks so much for hanging out with me. Thanks for the follows, and we'll chat soon. Yeah. Yeah, I will definitely follow up you, Kev, on the translation stuff in Teams and see what I can come up with. All right. Talk to y'all later. Thanks so much.